Here we go.
Okay.
Abby.
Yes.
So happy to have you on the pod.
I'm so excited, honestly, to be here.
Are we kidding? Oh my gosh, I love that.
When I created this podcast, what I wanted it to be was me just talking to my friends.
Yeah.
How do we know each other, Abby?
Oh my heavens, when we were very, very young. Way back, we were in the same home ward, but through my older sister, Maddie. You two were BFFs.
Yes.
Right? You weren't the ones that hated each other, right?
No, we did.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if it was you. Like, that was the thing for me. As a sister, I was like, is it Nicole or Nikki? I can never remember which one you had the beef with. I could never remember.
Here's what's funny about that. There was kind of the core three when I was growing up. So Nicole, we've been friends since birth.
Yes.
Like literal diapers.
Yes.
She's 1 year younger than me, but we grew up in the same nursery, going to church together. We were the Nicoles.
Yes.
Then in 3rd grade, Maddie entered the scene. Now, Maddie and I were buddy-buddy up until 6th grade. And then in 6th grade, I just feel like age-wise, that's when you start getting jealous and start being super petty. We got baptized together because our birthdays were 1 day apart.
Yes.
And Nicole was actually the rift between us.
Yes. I do remember it was one of,
Because we both wanted to be besties with Nicole. And, at 8 years old, you can only have
one.
Absolutely. There is no way that you can be friends with two people at once. It's impossible.
Nope.
So, for whatever reason, we hated each other all of 6th grade year. I think we were competing for Nicole. Don't remember what we really did in that time or how it ended.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell ya.
The only time my brain can remember is high school, when
Yes.
you guys would hang out all the time.
Well, also in junior high, you guys
We went to a different school.
Yes, you went to a charter school. So I think that is where it kind of ended our beef with each other because we were no longer in elementary school together. She went to a different junior high. Nicole and I went to the same junior high, like public school.
Yes.
Public school girlies. You guys were charter school?
Yes.
With your uniforms?
Our uniforms. Oh, honestly, there are days where I was so happy about it because I didn't have to be like, what was I going to wear? But the one day I hated was a Monday because you had to wear your nice uniform, which was the button-up white shirt, like guys wear on Sundays, and it was so uncomfortable. I hated it because it would come out of your skirt, and it was just uncomfy.
I could definitely see the advantage, though.
So nice.
I feel like you must have gotten a better education.
No. Everybody's like, oh, charter school, that's a private school. I was like, no. That just means we had uniforms. Like, literally, that's all that it was. And then they had other academic things that you could do. Nothing really special. I got great friends out of it. That's all I can tell you.
Smaller classroom size?
Yes, that was
There you
so
go.
beneficial. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was really nice to have small, because that's how I work and learn.
You guys went to charter school.
Yes.
Then we met back up in high school.
Yes.
But the whole time, because we were taking piano lessons from each other,
Yes.
I was always in a presidency at church, and I always called Maddie to be one of my counselors. She was very responsible, put together. Homegirl was going to show up to our meetings. She was going to show up on time. She'd be early. She would get crap done.
Yeah, she would.
And I'm the type that needs someone like that too. So you guys went to junior high and we split up, but we were so closely linked because my mom taught you and Maddie piano, and then your mom taught me and my siblings piano.
Yeah.
Because heaven knows, if your mother is a piano teacher, you can't be taking lessons from your own mom.
Oh, and that was my mistake after we switched. I don't know how to play
A single note.
of piano. Literally, and it is the most ironic thing ever when I tell people that. I was like, my mom's a piano teacher.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to play piano. I know how to be like, every cow eats grass.
Yeah. Yeah.
And face, I can do it, but it takes me at least 20 minutes to get like 5 notes down.
Absolutely same. I think it's because when I was practicing at home, I didn't want to practice because when your mom knows how to play piano.
And she's in the kitchen.
Yes! And she comes in clapping to the beat and being like, no, it's this rhythm. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Instead of bum, bum, ba, bum, bum. I'm like, Mom!
Well, mine, which, okay, we love our mothers, but I was playing and in the kitchen she'd be like, wrong, wrong. And I'm like, So yeah, our mothers are smart for switching. As a music person, I now regret it, and I've said this to myself and multiple people. I will learn this summer from my mom. Now that I'm mature and I actually want to instead of being forced to learn.
Oh, big deal.
I actually do want to get better because it's going to help me so much. Learning music faster when I'm in shows.
I can't play anymore.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one.
No, Robbie plays really, really well because he stuck with it and he learned how to play the organ. He's the piano player and organ player at church. So he plays every week. My mom, of course, amazing piano player.
Yeah.
And and then my youngest brother, he kind of fell off, but then he got back into it in high school because, you know, it got girls.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It was all for the girls. Yeah, he was a ladies' man.
Yes, he was. Until he got married. He was a ladies' man.
Sorry, Jeff. I know he doesn't listen to this, so I'm going to just say what I'm going to say. Because he's never going to hear this. My youngest brother, Jeffrey, he is by far the most good-looking in the family. He's the one that you're like, huh, that's interesting that you come from the same like seed as your siblings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we don't look the same.
Yes, you do, though. You are all siblings.
Yeah, but he got hit with, like, the pretty stick. His thing is he was all about the ladies in high school. He would go through phases of whatever was going to impress the girls at the time. So homeboy learned how to do the Rubik's Cube
Yes.
in, like, a couple seconds because, you know, got to get the girls that want the smart guy.
Yeah. He went through all angles, all the different angles.
Yes, he did magic. I remember one Christmas, all of us bought him decks of cards for Christmas, and he would spend hours downstairs on YouTube watching magic tutorials and learning how to do tricks. He's got some charisma. He would have like his whole act and do his little card tricks for the girls and be so impressive. Then he did piano. You gotta have the musical side.
Oh, yeah.
Comedy.
Creative, smarts. You gotta have all of it.
Yeah, so as a sibling, though, super annoying. Literally, every time he was coming up from the basement being like, guys, I have a new trick to show you. I was like, keep your cards to yourself.
We don't care.
Yeah, you're not trying to win any of us over.
Yeah, we could care less.
Exactly.
Keep him humble.
I really do believe that he could be a comedian. I do.
Yeah.
He's very quick-witted, but he got that way because he would practice all the time. And as a sibling, it was quite literally the most annoying thing. At dinner and stuff, it was like, would you shut up? You're not funny. So he really built himself off of telling him he wasn't great. Sorry, brother. But my question is, how was your relationship in childhood with your siblings?
We were always in the same room. We never had separate rooms, even while she went to college, because she needed a place to sleep when she came home. The only time I ever was by myself and had my own room was my junior and senior year of high school. So it's always together, which, you know, has the arguments, but the thing is they always were so short-lived, but we were hip to hip, always doing things together. Me and Paisley talked about this the other day. Me, personally, Abby, with my younger siblings, we weren't so hip to hip. I was not very nice. I was very much like a control freak when it came to babysitting. I like look at myself now, I was like, Abby, you were so mean. And Paisley like full out will admit it. And I was not very nice to her because she would come downstairs and I'd be like, go away, it's me and Maddie's room. Like, we want to hang out, like we want to do stuff. And I honestly feel so bad for it now. Because me and Paisley are like hip to hip now. Maddie was always a nice one, of course she was. She's like, Abby, it's fine. I'm like, no. So I'd be like, Mom, come get Paisley.
What's the age difference?
Me and Paisley are 7 years.
Hey, listen, zero judgment from this side of the couch because as you'll see on my episode with Robbie, it was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I threatened to murder him and I was dead freaking serious.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey.
We all have our moments. And everybody says childhood is so hard. Once you get older, especially into adulthood, I feel like that's when you get closer.
From my perspective, it was me with Maddie because we were the same age. And so you were always like this younger sibling, this younger sister to me because I have no sisters.
Yeah.
And you and Maddie had such a great relationship from an outsider's perspective. So I'm excited to hear if that was like real. I would see some of my other friends that had sisters and they would always argue or bicker and it would be this drama and it just never seemed to be that way with you and Maddie. And so I would always be like, oh, Abby's like this perfect child. She's the perfect
If Maddie
sister.
could say something, she'd be like, I have a few words. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was, but not really. No,
Yeah. Okay, tell me.
No, you are right. We were very close. We had our moment. She threw a shampoo bottle to my nose. I still have the mark right here. Do you see that little thing?
Maddie!
Yeah. I honestly could not tell you what it was for.
But the scar remains.
Yeah.
She She was no angel. No.
I wasn't either. One time, I or her, I really can't remember who it was, threw one of our American Girl dolls on the floor, which is like forbidden, you know, especially in the Fillmore home.
The American Girl dolls.
Yeah.
Let me just really quick. Every single month, I would get the American Girl doll magazine.
Yes.
I would get all my highlighters and I would circle everything that I wanted in like a level of how much I wanted it. Like a certain color being the most. And then second is like, it's okay if we don't get it. But I want everyone to know that I never one time in my whole life got an American Girl doll.
No way!
Never! But I got that magazine 12
Every-
times a year for years on end. I would bring it to my mom and I'd be like, hey mom, these are all the things that I want. And she'd be like, I'll take a look. And every Christmas, I thought it was going to be the Christmas that I got the American Girl doll. No, never was. When I was younger, like elementary school, I was loving being friends with your sister because I would go over to the Fillmore's house and you guys had the American Girl dolls.
We
and
did.
you had the houses
Yep.
and the beds and the outfits and they were so well kept.
Yep.
And you had the Polly Pockets. Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was a very big deal. And in junior high, I took that class where you have like the fake baby. It wasn't the digital one that they now have that cries and poops and whatever. You had to find a doll. And I drew from the hat that I had twins. And so Maddie let me borrow
Yes!
her American Girl dolls.
Yes! No way! Because, yeah, we have the twin ones. Oh, shut up.
I went to school my 9th grade year for an entire week with 2 American Girl dolls, and I loved it.
Yeah, like, they're mine.
I'd always wanted American Girl dolls. I changed their clothes every day. Maddie let me borrow their beds.
Me and my best friend played with them up until, I probably really shouldn't admit this, probably 7th grade.
Yeah, I mean, I was in 9th grade.
7th, 8th, we would play with them all the time. Like house, duh.
Duh.
We as kids from the 2000s and 90s, we knew how to play imaginary.
Yes.
We knew how to play it well.
We were not iPad kids.
No! iPads were a luxury that maybe 1 or 2 people had in the ward. And even when my parents did get one, it was like, nope, this is your mom's. You do not touch it.
Well, and I had a TV lock on our TV growing up. So we couldn't just like come home and watch TV. No, it was all about imagination. And my imagination, top tier.
This is why I'm in theater, my friends.
I love it. Anyway, sorry. You did
love it.
mention American Girl dolls, and instantly I was like, oh, I remember
I'm glad you shared.
your American Girl dolls, because I was jealous.
The whole Fillmore family, because it was a tradition. I don't know if Maddie ever told you, but when we turned 8, my grandma would give us American Girl doll. And my grandma, she's pretty sick now, so it's really sweet. The youngest girl that we have, she's 4, and we don't know what's gonna happen with my grandma. I don't know if she's really gonna be alive when Ellis turns 8.
Yeah.
So for Christmas last year, she was able to get her own American Girl doll, which was really precious. All of us older girls were watching her open it, and like I got teary-eyed because I was like, I remember doing this. My first one was Marisol. Like I still have their box somewhere. I had Ruthie because Maddie had Kit, so I had the best friend Ruthie. She had Kit, Felicity, and she was blonde.
Blonde.
Yeah, she was like one of the OG ones.
That's right.
Anyways, yeah, I only got 2 and she got 3 and whatever, but I still had 2. Some people
Rude,
like you
yeah.
did. But, like my cousins, they had an upstairs loft in their playroom, and that was their American Girl doll shrine. I'm not kidding you. They had everything. Me and Maddie never got to go to the American Girl doll store, but all of my aunts and my cousins would go, especially the ones who lived in Chicago because there's an American Girl doll store. Will I be going? Even when I'm like in my 20s, I will go and I will probably sob.
Abby, we need to plan a trip
Please.
to the American Girl doll store. I will buy my first ever American Girl doll.
Yes. And I'll bring mine. Oh my gosh, we're gonna be, it's like the Disney adults.
Yes. But hey, listen, American Girl doll, she
100%.
stood for something more.
Yeah.
I had the movies too.
Uh-huh.
I watched those movies. That's what I would get for Christmas. I'd get the American Girl doll movie.
Not the doll.
Not
the movie.
a $13 movie instead of, a $100 doll.
Yeah, literally.
I had Felicity, Molly, Kit Kittredge, Samantha. Yeah, I had all those.
I've watched all of them. All of them.
Prime TV right there.
True.
Speaking of TV, girl, what you been watching?
This is why I love your podcast and I love your ratings, because I honestly know I can trust you. Since I'm an actor and I've been trained and I've been taught by people who have literally said to me, because of this class, I will ruin movies for you because of teaching techniques and what's good and what's not great. She's like, you'll start to form your own opinion of what you like to see and what you won't. And so I feel like we have very similar likes. This is why I watch these 90s, 80s TV shows. I'm a grandma. Because the quality of acting is so genuine and real, and the script writing is so deep. Where a lot of the things nowadays, not all, but nowadays are really shallow, and I'm not happy about it.
Well, and they're really raunchy, too.
Yes. I grew up watching Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, girl, yes.
Yeah.
Read those books as a family.
See,
Pa, Alfonso.
I'm rewatching them. It's on Amazon.
Really?
All seasons.
Look, right there, bottom shelf, left. Little House on the Prairie, right there.
Yep. I just love it. Even the kids. The kid acting nowadays, I'm sorry, but you don't know how to act. And I feel like these kid actors back then, they just were very good at being raw, not playing the role, not playing the emotion. They're just saying it as it is. And of course, like, kids will be kids, but I just really love it so much. So I'm watching Little House on the Prairie.
I just remember the ones I had crushes on. I had a crush on the brother, Albert, Laura's husband.
Yes.
I didn't recognize when I was younger just how attractive Charles is. And now, I'm not watching for who I used to watch for. I'm watching for Charles.
Yeah. So I've been watching that, and then I'm watching. This is another one. My grandma had this series called Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. Have you ever heard of that?
Never heard of this.
Also on Amazon. And let me just tell you, the love interest, his name's Sully, and he's a beautiful man. This is during, like, I don't know, the 1800s, 1700s? I don't really know what the time
Don't be
is.
asking me.
Yeah.
You know I can't do it.
It's okay, come and eat that. But yeah, he is an attractive man.
Have you seen 1883?
Is that the one with Yellowstone?
Yes.
No, my mom loves it.
Your mom put me on that.
Yeah.
Feral.
Yeah.
Feral for that. It's only 8 episodes, but you think he's attractive?
Oh.
Girl, watch 1883.
Okay.
Oh, Tim McGraw be looking fine.
Fine.
He's aging like a fine wine. Faith Hill, of course, stunning.
Yes.
But the daughter is the narrator, and the daughter is the main story.
Uh-huh.
Girl, you gotta watch it.
Okay.
And you know I'm not into Westerns.
No.
I am not into that type of genre, show.
Yeah.
I watched it twice.
Okay.
In a week.
Your mom's been telling me to watch it forever and ever and ever, so I'm gonna have to give it a chance. I'm not Western either. I don't really like that as well, but I love. It's about this woman. She is a doctor. She finds a small town, and then it's her building her reputation as a doctor because they don't trust her. There's multiple seasons too.
Oh, I could get down for
6.
this.
Again, the acting is just so genuine and real. I hate Hallmark TV shows that are Western. When Calls the Heart.
When Calls the Heart.
I have so many issues with that TV show. First off, costuming so inaccurate. The setting's so inaccurate and everything. But in this TV show, they look like they're in a Western town. And they touch on some heavy topics. Both TV shows, I feel like. They bring up some really heavy stuff that I feel like is super important to understand. Another one my mom got me hooked on.
Honestly, your mom be a hitter.
I know, she really is. So, Logan from Gilmore Girls.
The Resident.
Yes! Have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay, how do you feel about it?
I watched the first season, second it dropped, because I am Team Logan
Yes.
on Gilmore Girls.
Beautiful man.
He's gorgeous.
Yes.
I watched it for the first season, and I really liked it. I'm just not a huge medical drama person.
Yes.
So it really wasn't about the acting. It wasn't about anything. It was just, after you watch Grey's Anatomy, at least for me, it's just hard for me to stay in it because it can only go one way. It's always so dramatic.
Yeah.
The cases that they get are super unrealistic. For a good season or so, I'm in it. I'm with it. But it's almost like we fill up my threshold of unrealistic.
Yes.
And I can't do it anymore.
Yes, I feel the same way. I'm not into medical either. I tried Grey's Anatomy, but I just have really liked it because I really love watching him. He's just good looking. His acting's really great. I feel like.
Oh, absolutely. Him in Scrubs?
Yeah.
Yes,
oh,
please.
Yes.
You want to know what another problem I had was? I was watching that at the same time that The Good Doctor was out. So I was watching 2 medical shows at once. And my biggest holdup is when they all start rotating who they sleep with. I just really struggle when you have their first person, they're with them, then they have some falling out, then they sleep with the friends, and then they sleep with the friends of the friends.
And then they somehow get back together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a nightmare.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, we'll see. So I'm doing that. And then I'm a major action movie
Are
person.
you?
I'm actually open to all types of genres of movies except for horror and scary. Except for The Quiet Place.
That is my exception as well.
Yes.
Because it's not the same.
No, you will not catch me did in a haunted house. 'Cause I hate him. Anyways, so I'm really open. I love Mission Impossible. I love James Bond. Another one that I've been dying to get into a series is the Jason Bourne. Have you ever heard of those?
Oh,
With
yes.
Matt Damon.
With Matt Damon.
Me and my dad, we've only watched the first 2, so I'm on that train. It's just so good. I just am so intrigued by it. How it's gonna happen, how they're gonna get there. I just love that figuring it out aspect of movies, especially when they're an action series. Now Mission Impossible, they've gone a little too far. I feel like they needed to make an end 2 movies ago.
Do you think Tom Cruise will ever give it up, though?
He needs to, because he's not looking great. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize to me.
Old.
No, he is.
In this last one, you could tell he was old, but he wasn't super bad. But I was like, bro, you need to give it up. You're not looking as hot as you did 20 years ago. Okay, my question for you, Nikki. When you're rating things,
Yes.
have you ever gotten a movie to a 9 or above?
Yes.
Because you always 7.5, which I know for you, that's a big thing.
Yeah. In both categories, my own and the public, anything 7 or above is super solid. You can think of it kind of as percentages. I think 70% of people are going to be very pleased with this, or 80% of people, 90%, you can kind of think of it that way.
Yes.
But 70%, even the 30 that don't really love it, I feel like they would even be willing to watch it again. Is anything a 7 or above?
Okay.
But I gotta go to my website.
Yes.
Because on my website, I do have my favorite movies.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
And these ones are purely my
Yours.
opinion.
So nobody,
This
yours.
is
Okay.
not public opinion.
Okay.
These movies, in my opinion, are 10 out of 10s.
Okay.
About Time. It's a romance.
Okay, I've always wanted to see that. It's rated R, right? Though?
It is rated R.
Okay.
The reason this one's rated R is because it has F words in it.
Oh, okay.
I truly think if this movie was released today, there is no way it would be above PG-13.
Okay.
Truly.
I wanna
My
watch it.
absolute favorite movie is About Time. Second, we have Jojo Rabbit.
I have never seen that movie, and everybody loves it. Okay,
Jojo
I'm dying
Rabbit,
to see it.
to me, on my personal scale, that is a 10 out of 10.
Really?
Across the board.
But About Time's not.
About
It
Time is.
Okay.
But About Time is in kind of a different category. Like, the
Okay.
reason I love it so much is the storyline, the romanticism.
Gotcha.
Whereas Jojo Rabbit is just one of the best made movies I've ever seen in my whole life.
Okay.
Lars and the Real Girl. 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
With Ryan Gosling. For anybody that wants to know why I rate these so high, go on my website. I have written down why I love these movies and where they're getting their high ratings from. Promising Young Woman, 9 out of 10. Unfreaking real. I was haunted after watching this movie.
Okay.
Burlesque. 9 out of 10. The reason I love Burlesque is it is so freaking entertaining. I love the music. It's Christina Aguilera with Cher. The songwriting, the choreography, incredible. Do I think this is for everyone? Absolutely not. Burlesque is what you think it is. Burlesque, okay? I freaking love this movie. I could watch it any day of the week. Good Will Hunting, 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Incredible script writing
Okay.
on that one. Room, 8.5 out of 10.
I have heard about that one. Okay.
I like super deep movies. And then Quiet Place. That one's 8.5. 1917, 8.5.
Yes, my parents love that one too.
This one, Captain Fantastic, 8 out of 10. A lot of these people haven't heard of. Brooklyn.
I love Brooklyn.
Stargirl.
I've never watched that, but I know I've seen it.
I get emotional watching Stargirl
Okay.
because I find Stargirl to be so deeply profound. Yes, it's like this cute Disney show, but I could do a thesis on Stargirl.
Oh, wow.
I really could. I think it's so deeply profound.
Okay.
Not Okay on Hulu.
I watched the trailer for that.
I was not okay after I watched that.
Yeah.
Gifted, The Martian.
I love The Martian.
Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Anyways, I have
Okay.
tons more. I am very cautious with my 9s and 10s on public scale because I'm speaking for a lot of people when I'm speaking for the public.
Yeah.
But when I speak for myself, I'm a little bit more willing to hand out an 8, 9, or 10.
Okay.
If I truly loved something.
That's for me too. The TV shows I just said, I actually don't recommend at all to my friends unless I found out somehow that they like them too, or they're into that type of stuff. Like for the longest time, I never said anything about me liking Poldark. The ones where the people my age and younger would laugh at, I'm like, I'll keep it to myself. It's my comfort TV shows. I just love them so much.
Love.
Did you ever listen to American Idol Junior?
No.
Oh, I was listening to the Broadway station with my mom in the car, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know that song strictly because of American Idol Junior. And I'll just play it. Early 2000s.
What?
This is my favorite one. And these singers are insane. I know all the words. I need you more I just was wondering if anybody else knew that.
You know what? Comment if you watched American Idol Juniors.
Yeah.
Abby needs to know.
I do need to know. That's all I have.
I love it. All right, now that we have covered our preliminary
Yes.
things,
Yes.
it's time to get deep. When I first pitched this idea to you to be on the podcast to talk about your grief journey, I think what isn't talked about a ton is what is it really like to now have a sibling that has passed away and not have that be your identity. Because you are still who you were before. You had your own life, your own things. You were on a mission when you found out. Now, to a lot of people, you are Maddie's sister instead of just Abby, who also happens to have a sibling that passed away.
Yeah.
I really want to get into your story, what you want to share, and not have it turn into just a replaying of Maddie. You know, because this
Yeah,
is
for
really
sure.
more about you.
Yeah, no, I love that.
To start, how do you navigate your identity as an individual while also being known to a lot of people as Maddie's sister?
Like I said earlier, we were glued to the hip. It's not like I didn't do anything without her. Like, I had my own life for sure. Like, I had my best friend that I met in Mountainville. We're still best friends to this day, like 13 years going. I had my own life, but the thing is somehow she was so interwoven into my life and in everything I did. When I went off to college my freshman year, that's kind of the start of me figuring out who I was without her. Me and Maddie, we would save our money to go see Hale Center Theater shows. Like, that was our thing. We'd save up for American Girl Dolls and for Hale Center Theater shows.
Yeah.
And my first show, I was able to do Hale Orem Newsies in 2019. And that was, I think, the pivotal moment of who I was by myself.
And that was before Maddie passed.
That was before Maddie passed. After high school, when I went to college and I got into my first paid show and having to kind of figure out adulting, that's kind of where it started. But I was still very close with her. We were so connected. And then being on the mission, I had, figure out who I was. But, that's still,
It's still different.
It's so different.
Because
And
mission life is its own weird thing.
it is like its own world,
Yes.
And so then coming home, and I didn't really realize this until going to therapy and really realizing how such a struggle it was to figure out who I am without Maddie. And that has been my journey ever since I came home from my mission. Because it wasn't hard when I was on my mission, because I stayed. Because I was still doing the same thing I did for the 15 months beforehand. But coming home and doing life, regular life that I knew before my mission, without her, and it was the start of knowing who I was, because I had to re-grieve.
From a mission perspective, it really is so crazy when you leave because you think that everything at home just is put on pause and then you come back and then everyone else is older and you kind of have to readjust and that's just for normal circumstances.
Yeah.
You live this totally separate experience but in your mind everything at home kind of stays the same. So when
Yeah.
you come home and it's different, it's like, oh, this is an adjustment.
Yeah.
But for you, she passed, how many months did you have left?
I had 3 months left.
Because she passed away the week before Christmas. You came home, attended the funeral, went back to your mission on Christmas Eve, had 3 months left. And then coming home to a completely different family dynamics, everything has
Yeah.
changed. It's not just that people got older and this new building was built in Lehigh that wasn't here before.
Yeah, no, it was a big thing. Also very interesting because she was gone to college. So I knew life without Maddie being in the home. And a lot of people don't realize this. Her anniversary is 3 years this past December.
Yeah.
But for me, the last time I saw her physically was 4.5 years ago.
Wow.
The last time I said bye was when I went to the MTC. That was fine, but the communication that I had such a struggle with, there'd be moments where I would just cry and be like, all I freaking want is to call her or talk to her. That's all I want. And of course, I've had really special and sacred experiences with that, but how do I live my life without her physically here? Now that years have passed, a lot of people just don't know. So now they're seeing me as this is Abby with a sister who's passed. Where at the beginning it was, you are Maddie's sister. It has been the biggest thing, knowing how to cope and knowing who I am and holding my own and making memories without her. I'm just a completely different person. Abby before that day, it just seems like a lifetime ago. The skin has been shed. I am completely different. And I think it has a lot to do with the atonement of Jesus Christ with that and how I've been able to just really have been strengthened and become way more mature and understanding of what life is. And it's a continuous thing. And I know with milestones of my life, it will continue to be who I am without her in it.
Kind of going along the same thing, how do you balance honoring Maddie's memory and pursuing your own dreams and goals? Do you ever feel pressured that you have to live for the both of you?
Yeah. There was a moment where I was like, Maddie, this is for the both of us. But there has been a big shift where she's like, do it for yourself, Abby. Do not do it for me. And I think there's a moment where it's cool because she is like, if you do it for yourself, you're doing it for me. Because all she really wants is for me to do what I love. Which the good thing is what I love is what she loved. You know, for example, I'm big into traveling. Me and Maddie were able to go to New York together. This time, tomorrow, last year, I went to Switzerland.
To see me.
To see you. And I've always dreamt of it. I've gotten the bug and I love it, but I finally got to like spread my wings. And that was a really big, being the first one to go out of the country, out of my whole family. I knew it was also for Maddie too. Going to Paris and going to all these places, but I don't think of it as like, this is for you, it's for me. But I know deep down in my heart, it's so fulfilling for her for seeing me fulfill my dreams and goals. At the beginning, it was, everything's for you, Maddie. It is me and you forever. But now that time has passed, God has really taught me it's, you need to move forward and live your life.
But you are still your own person. I think that is the best way to respect her, is to be fully who God needs you to be.
100%. Maddie was living her life, whether or not people are going to hop on board with it. To this day, it's the same thing. That statement has not changed. And I have learned that that needs to be for me. I'm living my life with the things that have been given to me, with the stories and the parts of me that have been added on. And I'm going to live my life whether you're going to be in it or not. And that is, I think, the biggest thing I learned from Maddie. She was so ambitious. Like, she was so ambitious. It was nuts. I know she gives me a little bit of that. And it's also my mom. They both push me to do things. I think her ambition is the biggest thing that influences me.
Oh, I love that. That's so beautiful. How do you navigate relationships with people who knew Maddie really well, and especially when they express their grief through you? I feel like I can speak for myself in that when you were coming to Switzerland, I was really excited to have you, Abby, be there. But as a friend of Maddie's, I definitely cried. And I feel bad saying this because part of me was grieving the fact that it wasn't Maddie coming. And then I felt terrible because I didn't want to put that on you. I was like, I love Abby. I have a relationship with Abby separate from Maddie.
For sure.
Then there was part of me that thought, oh, in another life, Maddie might have come with Abby. And then there was part of me that was happy that you were coming because in you coming, I got to have a piece of Maddie come. As a friend of both of you, but especially a really close friend of Maddie's, is that difficult for you when we like kind of put that on you a little bit? Being happy that you're coming because we get a piece of Maddie? Like, do you ever have certain feelings about that? I'm phrasing it really badly.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No. The thing is I just understand it. I get it. Because there are moments where I'm like, well, I'd rather have Maddie here. And of course, that has faded over time.
Yeah.
A lot of things have faded over time, for sure. From like the first year to now being in my third year, almost fourth year of Maddie being gone, a lot of things have just faded away in the feelings and stuff. Yeah. But going back to the initial question of people coming to me and be like, I knew Maddie, and how to cope with that.
Yeah.
I can answer that.
Yes,
so do you want me to? Okay.
Please.
People come up to me, especially the first year, and how they would want to talk. And the thing is, I just kind of let them because they need to. I had my moments with Maddie. When I got home from my mission, I was able to see her and I was able to have some time with her. That was my closure. That moment of just me and her is just a very sacred moment where a lot of people, especially those who didn't come to the viewing, don't have that closure.
And because it was during COVID, like 99% of people could not go.
I'm like, yeah. Now, it's not my cross to bear. And especially at the beginning, I was more gracious for sure. I'm just so open. I'm like, yeah, tell me about her, because she changed for the year and a half I wasn't there. I was at Walmart. I'm going to the produce section and I pass this guy and he kind of like looks at me and I was like, okay, weird. And he comes up to me and he's like, hey, this is weird. And he's very blunt about it. And the thing is, again, I have to be very gracious about how people come up to me and my family about talking about Maddie, because sometimes they just say things that are very blunt, but I just have to be like, you know what? They don't know how to phrase it. They don't know what to think or say. Yeah. There's like, did you have a sister who like lived in Idaho and like died in a car crash? I was like, yeah. And her name was Maddie. I was like, yeah. He's like, I was in her family home evening group in Idaho right before she graduated. Anyways, he just shared his love and his appreciation. And I just feel like some people just need to do that to get their closure. I used to just have it drill me into a hole of grief that I could never come back from. So I've now been able to know how to cope.
This is exactly what I wanted to get into, because I can't imagine being a sibling, how everyone just kind of puts it on you to like help them through their own grief because you're a sibling. And you're so sweet and gracious and kind. And I feel like that just speaks to who you are as a person, because you've always been that way.
I think it's wrong timing. That is what my parents have a hard time with. Again, we have to just be gracious because people just don't know what's a good time and what's not. And I feel like just some people aren't aware of it because they've never had it happen to them before. Not necessarily nothing bad has happened and nothing negative. It's just wrong timing.
What would you say to people who are like, I've never had that happen, I've never been in this situation? What is the best way for someone to navigate it? As someone who went through it, what do you wish people wouldn't have done? Or what was something helpful that was done or said?
Public things, be more careful. Let's say I'm the sibling of Maddie who passed away. I go to church. Somebody comes up to me and says something in public that could trigger something. The person could spiral. You just don't know, and it's really hard when you're in public. Now, some things are really nice, like, I'm thinking of you, I love you. Those simple statements are way stronger than I think you realize. Now, it is so okay, the deeper things that you wanted to say in public, say in private. 100%. That's completely okay. But just be careful what you're going to say when you're in a public setting with the person who has lost their family member, because it can be very triggering. They don't want to hear it probably. And if it's in private, just really read the room. It's just very important to know that. Second off, texts sometimes are better than face-to-face, especially over the years. The first initial month, especially the first initial week, you are overboarded with support and love. And then when time moves on, you kind of get this like frustration of like, does nobody remember her? Just throughout the time this family or this person is grieving, just a quick text is so amazing, and it goes way further than a massive conversation that's deep and emotional, but just it continues to lift them up and give them strength.
I love that. Once it hit 1 month, everyone goes back to their lives. But you're like, my life fell apart. And I'm trying to rebuild, but I've never rebuilt my life before. I have no skills. I don't know how to do this. For me, when I got a text from somebody 2 months later, 3 months later, or just an Instagram DM, and them saying, hey, I just want you to know I'm thinking about you, that was exactly what I needed. I literally did not need you to tell me some big, deep thing. I didn't need you to tell me how grateful I should be that I'll see her again. I didn't need any of that.
No.
All I needed was someone to say, hey, I see you. I see that you're still sad and that you're gonna be sad for a while. And it wasn't even until probably a year and a half that I felt like, okay, all right. We've rebuilt something pretty great.
We got the stable structure here. Now, I feel like finally I'm adding the interior design.
Yes! Just now. Almost 4 years later.
It could be 2 years or it could be more years. But after those 2 years, like genuinely, I was able to be more happy of the memories that I have and laughing and creating more memories with her in mind than being so devastated of all the things. Like, when I remember coming home, I couldn't listen to One Direction at all. It would make me weep. The thing is, I had to listen to One Direction because I was like, I need to enjoy this again. I really need to enjoy this again. This was my teenage years, especially with Maddie. And everybody's like, oh, that's so silly with One Direction. But I'm like, that is a pivotal moment that I will forever remember with my sister.
You tell me if you agree with this or not. For me, when people would tell me that it will be different, that was not helpful.
Oh, no.
Because you literally cannot see that far ahead. That's like telling someone who just got their leg amputated, don't worry, one day you'll be able to walk again. Like, that's not actually helpful.
Shut up. Like, please shut up.
At least for me, when people would tell me that, time heals all wounds, that may be true, and I feel it now. Do not say that to someone within the first year, because you have to remember everything in their life just crumble to the ground. Don't tell them that they're going to be able to rebuild. Sit there in the rubble with them.
Yeah.
Tell them that you see the heartache. You see that it's all gone. You hug them and you comfort them. If you feel that it's right to give some hopeful antidote, read the room, as Abby
Literally.
said. That was
Please
never
read the
helpful.
room.
That was never helpful for me.
Yeah, it was very much please read the room. And even if you could tell you want to say something, but now's not the time, hold on to it and then maybe text it.
Yes.
That's what I do sometimes, you know. I agree with that. I remember when I was reading a book and Sister Nelson said, you have to let go. And I was like hell, I will let go. I was like, no, are you crazy? That was at the beginning. I was like, how am I supposed to?
How?
I can officially say I have let go, but I've moved forward. Meaning I've not moved on. Yeah, it affects my everyday. But I have let go of the crippling grief that I sometimes afflicted upon myself. And the constant, my life is ruined. My life's not the same. Those unhealthy thoughts that kept coming to my mind, I have let those go and I have moved forward with what has been given to me. I think those moments when people would tell me that, I hated it in the moment.
Yes.
Hated it in the moment.
Because you're not in the mental space to hear it.
But I'm so grateful I had that in the back of my mind for when the 2 years did come. I was like, they're right.
And the best way to figure out what to say is to ask.
Yes.
Don't assume that you know.
Don't be afraid to ask.
Yes.
There are so many times my friend's like, I don't know, I didn't want to ask you. I'm like, ask me.
Yes.
I understand where you're coming from. I bet that's very scary for sure. But don't be afraid to ask me because 8 times out of 10, I'm okay to talk about it. Especially now.
But even in the first year, ask. You can start with the sentence, I don't know what to say. That almost broke down walls for me personally because I was like, thank you for admitting that you don't.
And you can't.
Yes. When people come in with, oh, I have the perfect antidote, I have this very hopeful thing I'm going to say to you that's going to fix it. That, to me, my experience was not helpful.
No.
I wanted people to say, I don't know what to say. Do you want to talk about it or would you like to talk about something else? That can be your simple question. And whatever their answer is, listen. And if they say they don't want to talk about it, you immediately move on. Don't dwell on it for 1 second longer and say like, I understand, I totally get it, I would feel this way. Don't say that. Move on.
Because you don't know.
Yeah. Move topics.
Yeah.
Also the question, let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Don't ask that.
Because the one thing I want, you can't do. Because you're not God.
Yeah.
That was one thing I remember a friend asked me that. And of course, again, I have grace for them because what are you supposed to say? I remember saying, well, what I want, you can't give me. What I want is to have her back and you can't give me that. Yeah, so be very careful of those questions, which again, they sound sincere and they really are.
Yeah, but they're not helpful.
No, they aren't helpful. And honestly, just say you love them. Don't ask how to help them.
Yes.
Just say, I love you.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Don't overcomplicate. Because if you ask them, is there anything I can do for you? Please let me know. You're now putting it back on the person that is crumpled to the floor to come up with an idea to deliver to you. Instead, see a need, fill a need.
Yeah, for sure.
Send that text. Tell them you're thinking of them. Keep it simple. The things that they're not going to be able to do that are going to feel like literally climbing Mount Everest are going to be everyday things. Grocery shopping, cleaning your house. So something that you could do if you're close to them, go to their fridge, mark down every single brand that they have in there, see what's running low, go to the grocery store, pick it up, drop it off. Don't make them talk to you.
No.
Leave things on the doorstep, write a letter, come over and clean their house.
Yeah.
Don't say like, hey, can I come over? You know, like,
Yeah, just do it.
just do it because they
And
do
if
not.
they don't want it, they'll tell you.
Yes. Give them that out. Be there with mop in hand and say, we don't have to talk. You can be in your room. We literally don't even have to interact. I'm here to clean your house unless you tell me you don't want it. And then I'm out of here right now.
So you just saying, I'm coming over unless you don't want me to is just really nice.
Yes. Give them an out, but state it as an offer. Don't make them come up with the offer.
Yeah.
Give them an offer.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That is how you do it.
For sure. During that time, I just don't want to talk to anybody. We don't want to just sit in the heavy anymore. So you just dropping off a cookie and knocking on the door and going away, best thing you can do. Again, every person's different, but I'm even okay with, hey, I love you, I'm thinking about you. I'm here if you need anything. Because there's a lot of times where I felt I don't want to burden anybody. But knowing somebody has specifically said, I can be that person you can put the weight on was really nice.
Yeah.
Did I always do it all the No, but it was good to know that I had somebody.
I think that's the advice people need because everyone is so well-intentioned. They want to do the right thing. They want to help.
Yes.
But the most helpful thing that you can do is to show that you're there, but not add yourself as a burden onto them.
Yeah, because they can't think past the second of the day.
They can't.
So that kind of goes into the next thing I wanted to share. Advice I would give, I am just a big believer. It is all about how you choose to survive. There was a quote called Advice from Elder Boucher, and he's 70. He's passed on now. I'm going to paraphrase it. Trials will either bring you closer to God or it will destroy you. You choose which road you're going to take. And I remember that phrase, and that helped me throughout my whole mission, even before Maddie. But I remember the day of, it was more in the evening, by myself in my room. This is probably the most bull I've ever been with God. But I said, I choose you. I choose you 100%. And I need you to give me strength right now. Because I cannot do this at all. And I choose not to. I do not want to be ruined. This is the darkest I've ever been in my life. But I choose you, and I need your help, and I need Christ's power starting now. And that is why I'm happy. That is why I'm not like a puddle of tears right now. I'm not bitter. I am not angry. I am not depressed still. Not crippling depression. There's moments and stuff. But I am not choosing darkness and bitterness. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
No.
Every road is different. But I'm just saying, religious or not, part of the Church of Jesus Christ, the Latter-day Saints or not, choose Christ. Because his healing power is so real. Look at me. Look at my family. Look at my parent, my dad, who goes through so much, especially with this situation of losing his daughter, and my mom. They literally have been lifted up physically and mentally. And if it wasn't for Christ, I promise you we would not be where we are. We just have the best life. Life's still hard. We have challenges that I was like, God, we had a sister die. Really? You have to bring this upon us too? But somehow, with death, with other hardships in life, Christ will always be the one to heal. For people who have had family pass on, choose the road of hope and healing than despair. When you're in the middle of it, and if for a moment, if you say it out loud, I choose hope, I choose healing, you're going to be far better off. And also, I'm going to say this, but just take it day by day. Just know that you will live again. And it's so amazing that I am able to get through that. Now it's just a moment of my life that I look back on with such fondness, faith, patience, and strength. The fact that I was able to get through that is just like nuts. But the thing is, I didn't get through it by myself. Because of that day, I said, I choose Christ.
Oh, I think that is so beautiful. Oh, you got me crying over here. Thank you so much, Abby.
This was so good for me. Yeah, I love it. I don't talk about it nearly as often anymore, and in a way it's good, but it's always nice to just talk about how far I've come.
Oh, yes.
Because it's like,
so
I
far.
have come so far from that.
So far.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The road was long, but
It's beautiful.
so beautiful. And to end, we gotta hike on up to those hills we'll die on.
I'm so excited.
What you got?
Okay, I have two. I'm bold. My hill I will die on. Out of all the Disney Channel movies, High School Musical will always stand as number one.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, what about Teen Beach Movie, Zombies, or Descendants? I'm like, I'm sorry, no. No. Because here's the deal. It was just so well written. It stands true through time. I don't care what you say. Kenny Ortega was drilling them to the ground with the choreography. Those boys did choreography with basketballs. Every single one of them hit it.
Yeah.
Every single one of them hit it. It was just good quality. And again, I don't know what it is about past, 2016. They just made it look realistic and not clean cut. Everything's pretty and nice, and I don't know if it was the camera quality back then. I don't know what it was.
It's organic.
Yeah, it's organic. I was like, let's go back to that, okay? Again, this is my childhood. I have vivid memories of each musical. I think it will
Stand the test of time.
stand the test of time.
No, you're dying there.
Yeah, I'm dying there. You're wrong.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Yeah. See, I did talk about the Cheetah Girls, but if we're talking movies, because that's different. That one's music. Movies, I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah.
Troy Bolton, Gabriella,
Oh,
Sharpay, the
Yeah.
first true villain.
Yeah.
Bob to the Top.
The dress.
Kenny really did something
Yes.
with
And Zac Efron glow up for his second movie, especially the third. I'm like, you'll always be my celebrity crush.
that. Yeah, all in this
Even
together.
if you look a little different now, I will always love you. I am there for you, Zac Efron.
That's a good one. Okay, keep going. What else you got?
Okay, I was like thinking about this the other day. Low-rise jeans will never be a good fashion choice. I'm sorry, my body type ain't it. Why did we think low-rise jeans should come back? First off, if I'm bloated, why would you think that'd be comfortable for me? I would like to hike up my pants up above my belly button so I can feel comfortable.
Well, and plus, there is such a small percentage of women that has a flat enough stomach for that.
Yeah.
Because we have organs
Literally.
that are right there, and you have extra fat on the bottom of your stomach for your childbearing abilities. You have an entire reproductive system there.
I'm like, guys, stop it.
No, stop with the low rise.
Okay, and I have one more. Domino's is a supreme pizza place.
Absolutely agree.
You cannot tell me otherwise. And I'm not talking about like you go into a restaurant, you sit down and you order pizza. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about it is a Saturday night, you're watching a movie, you call it pizza. It is Domino's every single time.
That garlic crust.
Oh, and for me, I'm obsessed with cheese pizza any day, even at other brands. But their pepperoni pizza is just heaven.
There's just something in it.
It crack. That's
Crack, okay.
Yeah, because I could eat the whole box.
This is why low-rise jeans can't come back because
No!
Domino's exists.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Domino's. I can get down with a Papa John's.
I can get down with any sort of pizza.
Sure, but if we're talking best,
If I'm choosing.
yeah, it's Domino's.
Yeah. If you put a pizza in front of my face, I will eat it. It makes me the happiest person eating pizza.
Yeah, I'll fight that one with you.
Thank you. Okay,
I
what about
love
you?
Domino's. We don't need any more remakes of Spider-Man or Cinderella. We have done it. We have accomplished what we needed to.
Yep.
The live-action Cinderella with Lily James.
Amen.
Best one ever made.
Best one.
And I don't ever need to see another one
Nope.
ever again.
No.
Another Hill I'll Die On that is in a similar, because we're talking about
Yes,
Cinderella.
yes.
Any other live action besides Cinderella was not great.
I would say the second runner-up is
Between.
Little Mermaid. Slightly. It wasn't great and it wasn't amazing, but I will
But
say...
it was good enough.
It was good enough. Did
I
I,
could-
like the rapping? No. Lin-Manuel, get the freak out of there. So that's all I'll say on that.
My final one, because you dropped his name, I'm gonna get pummeled. I'm
No.
scared.
You're good.
If something says that Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote the music for it, I don't ever want to see it.
I understand. I will not fight you on that, actually.
Now, granted, I have not seen Hamilton.
Okay.
That one I am willing to see.
Yes, and you should.
I can share this with you. The reason I haven't seen Hamilton is because that was one of the last conversations Maddie and I ever had.
Oh, really?
I had said I'd never seen Hamilton before, and we agreed that in the new year we were gonna watch Hamilton together, and then, you know.
Yeah, then that.
Then she really ruined those plans.
Yeah, she really did.
I just haven't gotten myself to watch it
Yeah.
since, but my plan is to actually watch it on her birthday this year.
Yeah. I do have to say that it's an art piece. After Hamilton, it honestly kind of went downhill from there. And Moana was great. Don't get me wrong, that was great.
Did he write the music for Moana?
He was a big part of that. Yeah.
Okay, Moana I like.
Yeah, but like when he stuck to musical theater, great. In the Heights, masterpiece, awesome.
Yeah.
But he has beat the dead horse now.
Yeah. He flew too close to the sun.
Yep.
We did it.
Yep.
And now what are we doing?
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but there was a trailer for something recently and it said music by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and I instantly was like, oh, I don't want to watch it.
Heck no.
Actually, I'm good. And when I found out that the new Moana 2 is being written by Abigail Barlow and Emily Bear, I was like, I'll be running to the theater because I need someone besides freaking Manuel over here.
Yeah.
Writing some songs.
No, 100%. I respect him 100% because he is amazing. I just think that with so many people. Stop.
No, just stop. Honestly, give up when you've done it. You know?
And when you've been successful.
Yeah. We need to start promoting that more.
Because
Giving
do you
up.
know what I saw on Facebook? They're making a Mamma Mia 3.
No!
Stop. End. Why?
Toy Story 5?
I'm like, stop.
No.
You should have stopped with the third one.
Yeah, we're getting gluttonous
We're getting lazy.
and it's getting past the point of being good. I no longer want it. You need to have some rarity to it. When you have reached your peak, why don't you just set up camp and settle there? I don't think we give up enough.
No.
As a society.
Or move on.
Yeah.
I don't think we give up or move on.
Yeah.
We don't move
just
on.
like let it be, let it exist in its perfection.
Yes.
Don't get greedy
No.
and don't do more.
If you want to get greedy, find a different freaking story.
Yeah.
Like, become imaginative.
All
100%.
of the Disney TV stuff with Loki and all of these TV shows, let's hit those brakes hard, abandon the car, actually. Never return.
No, yeah. Like,
We're good.
Like, crush that car.
We're good.
Yeah.
We don't need it anymore.
No.
We were good at Avengers Endgame. Why didn't you follow it and actually let it be the end?
Yeah.
Just think of what a happier world we would be in now if Avengers was completed with Endgame. I think we would be a better society. I think the general depression rates would probably go up at least 1%. Because we wouldn't be in like this pit of despair. Pull that plug.
Yep.
Let it be.
Yep.
Walk
Except
away.
The one thing I do need a movie of is Princess Diaries 3 with Chris Pine in it.
Oh yeah. Well, that one's not completed.
No, it's not. But the ones that are completed, yes,
Once
I agree
it's
with you.
completed, yeah. If it's not done yet, sure, keep going.
Yeah.
But once we've reached the finish line,
Don't try to keep going.
don't run it again.
Cliff is there. You will not succeed.
That's the hill I'll die
I
on.
love it. I'll agree. I'll go on that
I
hill.
think we need to be saying no more, giving up more frequently,
Yes.
and just generally being okay with the best staying the best.
Yes.
And knowing in your heart that you can't make anything better.
Yeah.
There's got to be some new, fresh ideas up
Yep.
in here instead of the constant remakes.
Yep.
I'm over it. I'm done. They should be too.
Amen.
And that is where we will end today's podcast. Abby, would you like to sign us out?
Thanks for listening to our thoughts on life, because this has been Life According to Nikki. When we were talking about how we had like funny moments in the cemetery, which I'm completely fine sharing this because I just think it's honestly really funny. I'm not a morbid joker, but I know you are. So Niall Horan just came out with his song, Heaven, my favorite song. I was like, well, duh, I'm gonna go show Maddie. I'm completely alone. I'm just sitting there like listening to the song. I was like, I just can't sit. I need to dance. So I'm dancing. And I was like, oh my gosh, Maddie, you're gonna die when you hear this part. And I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're already dead. I was like, I could not believe I just said that. And I just busted out laughing. I was like, I cannot believe I just said that. Anyways, that was something I wanted to share with you.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, anyways, that's one thing.
Oh, I bet she laughed so hard.
Yeah,
though.
oh, I could literally see her in my brain rolling around on the floor. Wherever heaven looks like on the floor, whatever
Yeah.
floor heaven looks like. I just know it.
I love it.